Coach, we are in the Valley of the Sun. Few places in the country as picturesque as the desert Southwest. And we've got a good one on tap here at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 20.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
I'm coming after you. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 56. Mike 56. Come on. Hey. Heads here. Same on. Check. Go. Shift.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Undercross. Check 50. Check 50. Check 31. Check 31. Jump up. Jumper. Go. Hey, go. Check 24.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
43-19. 43's the mic. What we got? What we got? What we got?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Wide, get wide. Check.
Now Allen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. This is caught by Williams. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
Let's go, baby. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try the left side. Armstrong. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 36, 36. Jim. Hey, Mike, 20. Middle. In your face.
Allen now. Going to throw again. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Preston Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talking about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken near the 13. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. Now Murray again to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
With the score, Cardinals 21, Lions 7.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, watch it. Alert. Show it.
From the 27, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
The first down carry here for Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Alert. Coming to you. Check. He's checking.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
31 yards on the punt there, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on second down, Murray and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check 6 guys. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, hold.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Underneath for Johnson. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Check 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike 56. Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Check 99. Check 99. Who's on focus? Mike 56. Right there. Right there. 56. Push him. Go. Corbin Arnold. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go. 56 to Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Murray trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
3 buzz. Check. Check 37. Squeeze. Check 3. Kill. Yeah. Kill. Turn up. Go. Listen, I got one. Check rabbit.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Middle. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Hey, Echo. Kill. Hey, home. Hey, turn it up.
On first down, Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Quick the edge. Go. Check three. All 52. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Kill. Hey, tight. Switch. Alert. Check.
From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. That's pulled in at the 32. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Check. Watch 54. 66. Pull it. Half. Get down. Hey. Check your hot read. Big edge. Go. Slam.
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Murray now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, 56, right there. 56. Man out.
First down, Murray. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. back to the air on second down. It's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Hey. Mike 56. Mike 56. Come. Check 26. Check 26. Shoot.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that... And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Murray now on 1st down. Short little throw to Ebron. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Give them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Half 85, Monday.
Let's go, B, let's go.
It's done.
Allen now on 1st down. It's complete to Williams.
Check. Lucky.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Running from the gun, Johnson. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Every 19.
I got you.
Shell.
Check it back.
Hey, tight.
Watch the safety creep.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he finds Corey Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Escaping the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The safety, Budda Baker, there to force the incompletion. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Allen from the gun on third down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Watch the whip.
On first down, it's Armstrong. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Right there. Dead, baby.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Murray off play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
To throw is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Come on, D. Show us, guys. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 24, check 24. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Yo. Switch. Off. Switch.
Here's Murray from midfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 3, check 3. Check. He's checking him. He's checking. Crash.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Check.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Switch it. Hey, alert 3. Check safety, check. 25.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Allen now looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
He don't know no better.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal.
56, Mike 56. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Back to throw it, Murray. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand.
Check, check, 43. All day, every day, any day. Kill, kill, kill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
I don't think you can throw a pump. Check 13. That's it. 13. Check your hot read. Motion. Echo. 58, boys, 58. Here we go. Big edge. Slam.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to float this over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's crossing. He's checking.
On third down, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense